It's been a challenge always to find the right suppliers, to find the right contacts to help you develop and succeed.
How profitable it is to manufacture a product here in China compared to what you could do back home? Nothing's going to happen?
Nothing's going to happen.
I'm not going to break it?
You're not going to break it.
Okay, I'll trust you. Oh, look at that.
Because it took me maybe 2 years to understand that I was living in China as opposed to just doing business in China, which are two very different things.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We're going to visit one of the tech companies that is based here in Shenzhen. This company has a very interesting history and it's part of the evolution of the economic development of Shenzhen. So let's go inside this company and take a look of the background. Come with me. Nestor, thank you so much for your time and welcoming us in your company. Can you share a little bit about the profile of your company, what you guys do in this place?
So we are Shenzhen MicroSource Electronics. We've been here since 2014 in Shenzhen, China. Our parent company is actually from Peru in South America. Right. We have more than 35 years experience in the IT industry as main distributors of all types of technology products, including laptops, PCs, tablets, printers, etc. We have established our company to develop our own brands. My father and my uncle, who established our main company, always had the vision of coming to China to develop our own brands.
Okay.
Back then it was a very different environment, but in the last decade, of course, new opportunities have developed, and one of those opportunities was to make our own factory.
There's some kind of certifications that make your company kind of stand out for the quality of the products you make here and the processes you use to fabricate these products.
Just a couple of years ago, we were been certified ISO 9001-2015 by the British Standard Institution. We are one of the very few companies in all of Guangdong province and Shenzhen to be certified up to this level of quality management system. All of the processes that we do here in our factory and also our trading business where we buy from other factories must comply with all the regulations to meet and exceed our customers' expectations.
So in terms of quality product, this kind of certification makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference because only companies that operate such level of quality management systems can ensure that the product which you ship out will be stable and good quality.
Estamos ahora con don Carlos Berreondo, él es el CFO de la compañía. Y don Carlos, ¿cuándo fue la primera vez que usted vino a China? Y cuénteme un poco de la impresión de cómo era China en aquel entonces.
Los años pasan muy rápido. La primera vez que yo vine a China fue en el año 1996. Obviamente es una ciudad hoy totalmente diferente. Nuestra intención de venir a China en esos años fue poder dar un salto más y poder comercializar productos desde China. Al principio pues no teníamos toda la experiencia. Claro. Hoy podemos decir que estamos dentro de los pioneros de la tecnología en ese campo.
¿Se hace dinero en Shenzhen?
Por eso estamos acá.
Por eso estamos y seguimos acá, ¿cierto?
Así es. Da mucha facilidad desde el punto de vista comercial, de infraestructura, portuaria, economía, bancos.
An entrepreneur and as a company, can you share a little bit of the challenges or maybe the most difficult part here in Shenzhen?
It's been a challenge always to find the right suppliers, to find the right contacts to help you develop and succeed. But the good part also is that Shenzhen is a place where if you do find the right contacts and the right suppliers, the right partners, they will also introduce you to good people. But you have to know which are the right questions to ask and which people to contact. We have to use suppliers who comply with all the standards and regulations
Right.
and who work to the same level that we work.
See some very colorful products that you are displaying over here.
Sure. These products are the most hot-selling products which we've done over the years. We actually started the factory because we had a very big volume of kids' tablets, which we did over the years. So what we did different is that we developed our own characters, many different ones. We call them monsters and dinosaurs, which belong to us. The patent belongs all to us.
You were designed by your team.
Yes, by our team
Totally.
in Peru. So we can say we're designed in Peru and made in China. And also because it's for children, it's very easy and practical, safe to
very durable.
To drop them, yeah. You can have a try.
So the kids are playing, they can just drop it, nothing is going to happen.
That's right.
Can I just
yeah.
drop it like
sure.
this? Nothing is going to happen?
Nothing's going to happen.
I'm not going to break it?
You're not going to break it.
Okay, I'll trust you. Oh, look at that. Price range, that is something very important when it comes to making money, right? How profitable it is to manufacture a product here in China compared to what you could do back home?
That's a good question because it depends on the regulations of every different country. Peru is an open economy, which means that there is no advantage to manufacturing in Peru as opposed to, for example, Brazil or Argentina, where the governments impose very high import tariffs to products manufactured outside of those countries. The advantage that we have in terms of making money is not just the operation here, but it's really ensuring that we can dominate the market back home in Peru, Ecuador, Chile, Colombia, the other countries where we're also expanding our brands, because we are sure that we are producing the most competitive products in terms of cost, but
Correct.
with the best possible quality. Important part of ensuring quality is to design quality from the beginning, which is something different that other factories maybe don't do. Part of that design of quality is to make sure that the components which we use are absolutely stable. So in order to do that, we assemble a few samples first and we do certain tests to ensure that the function will be stable. So that's what we're doing here. We're running a few tests on the different tablets and noting their different percentages and their values, and the end result will look almost something like this. So we will test, let's say, 20 tablets, each one of them 20 times to get 400 data points and get their averages, their variations.
That's a lot of data.
And it's a lot of data that we have to do. You have an upper limit, you have a lower limit, and the idea is that you try to stay within those ranges in order to ensure the stability of the product.
Tell me a little bit more about how you perceived the evolution of making business here in China.
When we first came here to China, I think a lot of people were still hesitant to come or just wanting to know what specifically Shenzhen was about. And over the past few years, it's become a much more international city, and also it's become a lot friendlier for foreigners such as ourselves to do business in China, because the standards of safety, order, communication have always continuously improved in a city like Shenzhen. So as you can see, our factory is fully Kaizen 5S, which is a standard, a Japanese standard of order where everything must be labeled, classified, stored. Part of the regulation, which also falls into the Kaizen classification of safety, is this room where we are entering now, which is the battery storage room. And this is a very simple room, basic room, but it has concrete walls on its side. It has an air conditioner.
These are some requirements,
and
right?
This is a requirement of the Shenzhen government to ensure safety of products produced with batteries. So every single battery which is here is adequately labeled, stored. We record on a daily basis, even hourly basis, what is the temperature and the conditions
every day must be
of every
monitored.
day. Yeah. And this is a safety regulation that the Shenzhen government asks for in order to make sure there are no accidents in the storage of lithium-ion batteries.
How have been all these years for you living in Shenzhen, and what are some of the reasons why you have chosen Shenzhen to move and live in here?
Our drive was always to develop our own personal brand, and so for that, China was always the destination for me. Now, the difference was whether I saw myself living here full-time or not, because it took me maybe 2 years to understand that I was living in China as opposed to just doing business in China, which are two very different things.
Right.
I have to say that after I moved to a location that had better metro access and better transport facilities, I really began discovering the city of Shenzhen and believing that I was a citizen of this place. And that made a huge difference because of all of the modern amenities that this city has to offer.
Will you choose Shenzhen one more time if you have the chance to go back in time?
Definitely yes, definitely yes. I think Shenzhen is one of the cities that has the most robust and dynamic business environment. It's also an incredibly healthy city to live in terms of developing good habits. Almost every other foreigner I meet is learning a new language, of course Chinese, maybe another language such as Spanish, dancing, doing sports. Professionals here are always looking for ways to improve. It's a really vibrant city to be a part of.
Don Carlos, cuénteme cuáles serían algunas de las recomendaciones que usted le gustaría compartir con alguien que posiblemente pudiera venir a Shenzhen a invertir o como emprendedor.
Algo muy importante es que cualquier persona que quiera emprender algún negocio nuevo debe planificar muy bien las actividades que va a desarrollar. Con un plan bien hecho, aquí en Shenzhen se dan muchas oportunidades en todo tipo de negocios.
Sí.
Lo más importante es planificar y emprender.
Hacerlo.
Actuar, que es lo más importante acá.
Cierto. ¿Qué expectativas tiene usted para el futuro?
Como en todas épocas en la vida, es una curva, ascendentes y descendentes. Pasamos ya una curva bastante descendente, pero hay muchas oportunidades. La verdad, siempre se está abierto a nivel mundial a hacer cambios. Y ante todo, hay que estar siempre haciendo esos cambios y actuando para el beneficio de todos, de la comunidad en general, ¿no?
Sí, adaptarse, siempre
adaptarse a los cambios.
Now, the same questions for you, Nestor. Can you give us some recommendations for future entrepreneurs who might come to Shenzhen?
I would recommend any entrepreneurs who come to Shenzhen to seek other people who have come here before them and to learn from their experiences.
Right. What would be also the expectations that you may have for you as a person living here in Shenzhen and for your company in the future?
Well, as a person, I really enjoy living here because we continue to develop personally in terms of health, body, mind, spirit. As I said, this is a very healthy place to live, so I look forward to being here many more years.
Right.
And for our company, we hope to develop our own brands, Advanced Enteros, in South America and Latin America for many years to come in many different ways. And we also want to help other companies develop their own brands, so that they can have the dream of having a very cost-competitive product at the best possible quality. That is our reason of living here, and we seek to serve those people.
Right, very nice expectations, and for us it's been a big pleasure being here today sharing with you. And I want to say thank you so much for opening the doors of your company and let us come here and share all these testimonies about your history. It's been great, and I wish you all the best in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nestor, for your time. Mr. Carlos, thanks a lot for opening the doors of your company. All the best for you in the upcoming years, and I hope to see you next time then.
Sure.
Thank you.
Folks, I'm going to be wandering around nice and beautiful places here in China and documenting about it. I will also be Instagramming my day-to-day and my trips in this awesome country. Feel free to follow me and leave your comments and impressions over there about life in China. I will leave the link to my account in the description down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my follow-up stories about what's going on in this part of the world. If you think there might be someone else interested in these kind of videos, please consider sharing. My name is Rafael, thanks for watching, and stay safe until next time.